Okay, well, good day, good evening, hello. I just walked you guys through how I make coffee with my French press just on my stove. These are actually Ethiopian grounds, and I mean, just the bean came from Ethiopia. It's a really hot cup. Really delicious, and I just want to talk to you guys about my plan. So this year, I'm working to save money to go live in Ethiopia next year for an entire year, and just really continue to blog, but kind of take you guys on a pretty deep revelation. Like, I know if some of you guys have been here and you've been trying to unpack different parts of my life, I will be unpacking those in depth next year. We'll probably move over to a Patreon by then. But I've been trying to keep things kind of vague, mostly because I want you guys to have questions. And if you have questions about any of the things that I post in the videos, which I feel like have been pretty intimate so far, put them in the comments, because I will actually be moving those exclusives over to Patreon next year. I just want to talk for a minute about why I chose Ethiopia. So my dad is Ethiopian. And so I do have a bloodline that does trace back to Africa, specifically East Africa. If you don't know, East African people call themselves Habesha. So that's Habesha people are like Eritrean and Ethiopian people. There's a whole history about colonialism. Well, Ethiopia has never been colonized, but Eritrea has. So a lot of Eritrean people feel kind of disgraced a little bit, and we're really upset that Ethiopians let Eritrea be colonized by Italians. That's a whole other conversation where you can get into about why certain Ethiopian people look a particular way, why they have a particular skin color, and kind of maybe racial preferences and identities that don't align with other parts of Blackness. I've said this in other videos, but a lot of it has to do with the fact that when European Italians colonized parts of Eritrea, and they took the women. So obviously when you have children born of rape, they look a particular way. And if you go look at what Eritrean people look like, and really some Ethiopian people look like, that is where that stems from. Anyway, so why do I want to live there, and how have I been figuring it out, and how do you do it? Well, obviously you can just buy a ticket, right, to Ethiopia. You can book a room at a nice hotel, and then you can talk to the bellhop or the travel agent basically at the hotel to try to find an apartment. From everything that I've figured thus far, that's kind of the easiest way to get started. I will also insert a couple of blogs in the link to this description box to talk about people who are already there, hotels that they visited, places that they visited, to try to learn more. But also, let's talk about the cost of stuff for a second. So basically, the American dollar is USD, right? And then the Ethiopian money is called birr. So when you're trying to travel to a different country, you need to figure out what the local currency is. So you also need to understand, if you're American, what is the currency, what is the value of the currency in relation to your currency, so that you understand basically how far your dollar will go. Now, this is one of the main reasons why people are having conversations about GDP and cost of living. So I think the birr is 0.000000001 of the dollar. So if you think about a dollar in America, what can you get for a dollar? You could maybe go to you could go to McDonald's, and you could get a coffee for $1. But how much does a coffee cost in dollars in Ethiopia? And then other questions I had, and I just gathered this information from talking to other people. The average cost of rent in Ethiopia per month is about, I think it's 300 birr per month, or it might be 300 USD per month. But I know it's 300. I have to do a little more research to figure out that currency exchange. But either way, from everyone who I've spoken with, it sounds like for about $800 USD per month, you could live like I could live the life that I'm living here right now, doing everything I want to do, going out every night, like having dinner, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I could do all that for about $800 a month. So I just want to try that out. So that means that if I need $800 for a month and there's 12 months in a year, then let's see, 8 times 12. Y'all know I'm not that good at math. This might be $9,600. Kind of feels like about $10,000 is what I will need to save to be able to live for a year in Ethiopia. Given my current savings right now and the amount of money that I make, it's not going to take me very long to earn that amount. So I'll have kind of a lot of spending money after that. So I might also invest in a new MacBook Pro that costs about $2,000. I have a MacBook Pro here, but you know what I've been trying to do for the last like 2 years as I built this channel is just get more comfortable in front of the camera, understand lighting and camera equipment, things like that. And I'm also very interested in turning this channel into a finance channel to really talk about basically money and how much things cost. And eventually, maybe not this month, but maybe next month, we will do a rundown of kind of my expenses in this apartment, how to get into an apartment like this one, how much it costs, how much you need to earn, how you could earn that. This is all without college. So yes, I just wanted to make that announcement, and I hope you guys are going to be excited to come with me because it's going to be fun. Also, Nishan is in Ethiopia right now. So I'm definitely going to put her channel in the description box if you care to watch someone who's already there. Cool.